you guys so, so much. I really, really wish you were here with me. And I know you want to be here too. You know, I'm so proud of you for doing your work at home. That makes me really, really happy. All right, let's look at the calendar. We are in the month of May. Very good. Remember that April showers bring May flowers. Perfect. At least it's supposed to. We've had so much cold weather. I feel like I'm back in January with the snowflakes. Okay, can you count with me? We'll find out today's date. 1, 2, 3, 4. Can hear you. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Today is the 11th, May 11th. Good job. 11 is a 1 and a 1. 1 and a 1. Today is Monday, May 11th, 2020. Perfect. We're going to do a couple of different things today. I'm going to talk to you about some life cycles. I'm going to read you a story. And then I have a couple games I'm going to show you that I bet you can play at home. Okay? First one, let's look at these life cycles. Then I'm going to read you today's story. We have not talked about the frog life cycle. So we're going to talk about that real quick. A frog starts out with a bunch of little eggs. It's a circle with a black dot in the middle. There's a bunch of little froggy eggs in a pond, okay? I know today's theme is in a pond. So here we are, little eggs. Then they become tadpoles, and they swim all around the water. And then froglets. These two are both kind of called froglets. See, just the back legs start, and then the front legs. You see how the tail gets shorter? Here it's longer, gets shorter, gets even shorter. And by the time the frog is an adult, it does not have a leg, okay? Excuse me, it has legs. It has 4 legs. It does not have a tail, okay? You might want to make a picture of this life cycle of a frog, okay? Look at that close. Over here, we have the life cycle of a butterfly, and I know you know these. An egg, caterpillar. Caterpillar eats and eats and eats and gets bigger and bigger and bigger. The chrysalis. And then out comes a beautiful butterfly. Today's story is not a real story. It's not a true story. So let's think. Is it fiction or nonfiction? Remember, fiction means fact, which is true. Nonfiction means false or pretend. So our story is nonfiction. I'm going to slide that out of the way so I can become a little more comfortable here. Tadpole's Promise by Janine Willis. She's the author. She wrote the words. And Tony Ross, who made the pictures, the illustrator. It is published by Anderson Press. Now this book is different because you don't hold it this way. You hold it this way. Here's the binding, right up here. Up. Tadpole's Promise. Where the willow, a willow is a kind of tree, meets the water, a tadpole met a caterpillar. They gazed into each other's tiny eyes, and they fell in love. She was his beautiful rainbow, and he was her shiny black pearl. I love everything about you, said the tadpole. So they met when they were like this, tadpole and a caterpillar. Lots of colors on that caterpillar. I love everything about you, said the caterpillar. Promise you'll never change. I promise, he said. Oh, promise you'll never change? But we just, Are you thinking what I'm thinking? Trouble. Trouble. That's the trouble in this story. But as sure as the weather changes, the tadpole could not keep his promise. The next time they met, He had grown 2 legs. "You've broken your promise," said the caterpillar. "Oh, forgive me," begged the tadpole. "I couldn't help it. I don't want these legs. All I want is my beautiful rainbow." So here he is growing legs. Turned into a froglet. "All I want is my shiny black pearl. Promise me you'll never change," said the caterpillar. "I promise," he said. But as sure as the seasons change, the next time they met, he had grown arms. Ah! "Now that's twice you've broken your promise," cried the caterpillar. "Forgive me," begged the tadpole. "I could not help it. I do not want these arms. All I want is my beautiful rainbow." He thinks she's a beautiful rainbow. And she is colorful, isn't she? "Well, all I want is my shiny black pearl. I will give you one last chance," said the caterpillar. But as surely as the world changes, the tadpole could not keep his promise. The next time they met, he had no tail. And she's still a caterpillar. Getting bigger and bigger. "Yes, but you are not..." Oh, page stick? Oh, okay. "You have broken your promise 3 times, and now you have broken my heart," said the caterpillar. "But you are my beautiful rainbow," said the tadpole. She's annoyed. She's wiggling away like only caterpillars can do. "Yes, but you are not my shiny black pearl. Goodbye." She crawled up to the willow branch and cried herself to sleep. Oh! And here the tadpole went all the way down to the muddy bottom of the pond. He's very sad. Look, his thought bubbles are hearts. Watch what happened. One warm moonlit night, she woke up. See, she's breaking out of the chrysalis. The sky had changed. The trees had changed. Everything had changed. Except for her love for the tadpole. And even though he'd broken his promise, she decided to forgive him. So now the butterfly has gone from, we met her when she was here, a caterpillar, then a chrysalis, and now she's broken free into a beautiful butterfly. So she decides to go back to the pond and look for him. She dried her wings and fluttered down to look for him. Where the willow meets the water, a frog was sitting on a lily pad. There he is. "Excuse me, have you seen my shiny black..." She couldn't even get it out. But faster than she could say pearl, the frog leapt up, whoop, and swallowed her in one great gulp. Do you know why? Because frogs eat butterflies and insects and flies and bugs. She couldn't even get her words out. In one great gulp. And there he waits, thinking fondly of his beautiful rainbow. He doesn't even know he ate her. Wondering where she went. The end. Isn't that awesome? I love this story. It's very funny. And it's kind of silly too, isn't it? So this is a great story if you want to act it out at home. Remember in the kits that you picked up some little cupcake containers? You know, the little cupcakes? You can color them with your marker, pinch them together, and use your pipe cleaner to turn it into a pretty butterfly. And you can make this book. And you know what else you can do? this last part right here, this one. See where he's sitting on the paper plate, on the lily pad? You could take a paper plate, paint it all green, and you fold up the edges like it's a little lily pad, and you could make a little frog, maybe using pom-poms or a rock or Play-Doh, and put him on the lily pad. Wouldn't that be fun? Now, if you come this way, here's a couple of different ideas I have for you. I know that you guys are probably getting bored with your toys, so I came up with some things you could do. Here, I made a pond. Can you see that, Miss Kelly?
Mm-hmm.
It's just a brown piece of paper, and I cut a little blue circle to put it on top. And I can play with this and pretend this is the mommy duck. Quack, quack. And these are all her little babies. Quack, 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 quack. And she's going around the pond. I can pretend this is a boy that came over. Maybe he's going to throw them some breadcrumbs. You could use little pieces of construction paper or tissue paper. You can draw on here, of course. You could draw plants that are around a pond. Mommy and Daddy can help you find that. Maybe some pussy willows or a willow tree, some grasses. What do you think these green pom-poms are? Frogs, you guessed it. And here's some other kids who came along to play. And you could have a whole afternoon of doing imaginary play right here with this. That's one idea. Here's another idea I have. If you have a pack of Uno cards, you need those. Your mom can get these pom-poms at the Dollar Tree, or maybe you already have some around the house. And I took this tennis ball, and Mr. Maley, see that? Cut a hole in it. Kind of looks like a frog. What you're going to do with this, and parents watch, it's not a lot, it's not a big cut, just from about here to here. He used an X-Acto knife. Okay, you need to be careful. Kids, don't you do this. Mommy and Daddy do this. And this is wonderful for all the little muscles in your fingers. Try to do it with both hands, okay? So you'll pick up an Uno card. Here's my first one. What number? 2. What color? Yellow. So I will try to scoop up with my little ball 2 yellow pom-poms. Let's get them spread out. Here we go. Got it. And dump it out. And one more. Whoop. Oh, barely got it. So those are mine. And then someone else will pick a card, and it's what? 4 blue. You can play this with mommy, daddy, brother, or sister. So then your partner has to get 4 blue. 1, 2, 3. Ooh, I better get those out. And one more. 4. Ah! Get out of there, you sneaky white one. 4. So that's how many your partner has, okay? And then you pick a 9 yellow, okay? So you just keep playing. Now, if you don't have 9 yellow pom-poms, then just maybe use the whites, because I don't think there's any white in here. Okay? But this will help you with number recognition, colors for the younger children, and this is excellent for fine motor. Absolutely excellent. Okay, guys, I think I'm going to play this game. Gracie, would you come play this with me? Great. Come on over. Okay, Gracie, you pick a card. Oh, it's a wild card. Another wild card. What's that?
7.
7, what color?
Red.
Perfect.